Hello guys. Welcome to Diablo the Primordial. This video is the continuation video after preparations on Leon's side. So if you have not watched the first part, then please watch it. The link is in the description. And please check out my second channel Top Anime Sensei for the light novel of Tensei. So without any further delay, let's start. But before we start, please like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates. And the decisive battle was going to begin soon. The first day of the Great War. The day ended without anything happening. The Magic City was completely protected from the Angels' attack due to the firm defensive barrier that covers it. Under the command of the Yellow Knight Kizna and the White Knight Matal, whom had their power increased, the knights successfully poured out all of their power in order to reinforce the city barrier. However, on the second day, the angels who acted without any unity the day before, now began to concentrate their attacks in order to break through the barrier at one point. Even though the knights had strengthened the barrier against it, several angels were able to invade through a small gap. Due to several angels, the direction of the war would tremble greatly. It didn't take much time for the news to be brought to Leon's attention. The knight was greatly alarmed when he came to report. There are only 4 enemies who have penetrated the barrier, but the inside of the castle is in chaos. The knight reported so and returned in order to confront the enemy. However, a scream was immediately heard from the hallway, signifying to Leon that the progress of the war had turned against him. The magic division will blockade the castle. Isolate all of the intruders inside the castle. Don't bring the injured near the castle. The knight leaders are going to face the enemy. Leon urgently issued a blockade of the castle with an isolation barrier and had the knight leaders go face the intruders. He left the maintenance of the city barrier to the Yellow Knight Order and the White Knight Order. He had the spare forces, that is the Red Knight Order, blockade the castle. The remaining forces were just the Blue Knight Order. Depending on the situation, he needs to decide how he will deploy them. Seeing how the second day suddenly became so hectic, Leon was irritated. Although I thought that we would hold out a bit longer, I see that the enemy is quite strong. Leon left his seat. He is also going to confront the enemy and check out the intruders. However, it seems that would be unnecessary. With a loud sound, the front gate was destroyed. The large door of the audience hall became small pieces and the splinters scattered like dust. And the intruder magnificently appeared from amidst the dust. Ho 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 ho. Nice to meet you, everyone. I am called Footman. One of the moderate clown troupe, Footman the Angry Pierrot. I am pleased to make your acquaintance. A plump man with an angry clown mask appeared. However, that clown talked in a cheerful tone, creating a strange atmosphere. He seemed to be one of the 4 intruders in the report, but it seems to only be this man named Footman who was able to reach Leon's throne. Is he someone who has great confidence in himself or just a thoughtless fool? You scum, coming to this place on your own, don't think you can leave alive. Alrose shouts. Claude, who was guarding Leon, placed his hand on his sword and didn't move. Leon was thinking, this Footman guy, does he intend to defeat me just by himself? If he thinks so, his actions are really underestimating this side too much. Naturally, Leon considered that he might have a different objective. Ho ho ho, are you angry? Maybe you're not getting enough calcium? By the way, do you know what calcium is? Things like this contain a lot of it. Because it's a gift, please don't hesitate to take it. Footman lightly threw something he had dragged along towards Leon and others whilst speaking with a full smile on his face. The object burst and scattered in the air and, with a pop sound, white things were scattered near their feet. Leon, Claude and Alrose understood what it was at a glance. It was the ruined figure of the knight who came to report a while ago. Alrose became more agitated. Claude stopped Alrose, who was going to attack Footman, in silence. Wait, that guy is dangerous. If there's 3 more people like him, the people inside the castle are in danger. Because Fran and the others will be here, you go defend inside the castle. While Claude was still speaking. Ah, you are here after all, Demon Lord Leon. Oofufufu. As expected, you won't let yourself be killed by anyone besides me, right? One woman interrupted, whilst passing through the broken door and entering the audience hall. She was a beautiful female elf. However, her expression was evil. One of the current 4 fiends of the Heaven Commanders, Kigali, who was the former demon Lord Kazarium. And, following behind Kigali, 2 more clowns entered as well. Claude and Alrose tensed. It was not because they noticed Kigali's strength. It was simply because they noticed the person who was being carried on the shoulder of a man wearing a teasing face clown mask who had followed her. "You bastard. Release Oxyshan." Alrose boiled with anger. That's right, what that clown was carrying is their comrade, the Blue Knight Oxyshan. Why? Even though I had killed it with a lot of effort and trouble. Hence, I am going to make this thing my doll. Unfortunately, I won't hear any of y'all's complaints. To his arrogant manner, not only Alrose, but Claude too had a red face of anger. Kigali seemed to be amused looking at their expression. And, now, don't make them so angry. Let's taste the pleasure slowly. You all, redo the self-introduction from earlier. She said so and laughed happily. Her manner was clearly of a high-ranking person. In fact, the presence that Kigali gave off was stronger and couldn't be compared to before. Leon noticed this and frowned. She is a troublesome opponent. Because even though she knew Leon's strength, she still has time to play around. Is it because the subordinates that she brought are strong? Or, is it because she became stronger that she's overly confident in herself? How troublesome. I should have killed her back then. He thought such, but it was already too late. Because Mizari is hidden and waiting to see the situation for the time being, Leon thought that she could become insurance in the case of emergency, but Leon couldn't ignore the ominous vibe from Kigali. Leon made up his mind that he needed to take care of his problem at this time, so that there won't be any next time. And, the three clowns began their introductions toward Leon. The fat clown was the first to open his mouth. Ho ho ho, although I said it a while ago, I am Footman. One of the moderate clown troupe, Footman the Angry Pierrot. Demon Lord Leon. I have a grudge against you because you destroyed Demon Lord Kazarium Sama once before. And, above all, you have also committed the sin of letting my friend Clayman die. I will kill you painfully because I am angry. Saying so, he bent his fat body skillfully and bowed, and then he moved to the side. Following after him was a girl with a teary-eyed clown mask who stepped forward. With a big sickle over her shoulder, she greeted like she was joking. I am Tear. One of the moderate clown troupe, Tear the Teardrop. I dislike sad things. Kigali-sama's enemies shall be eliminated by me. Declaring so, she skillfully spun the large sickle in a kind of blade dance. The last one stepped forward taking over the spot. He was the man with a teasing face clown mask who was carrying the Blue Knight, Oxyshan, on his shoulder. Well then everyone, today seems to be a good day. My name is Laplace. One of the moderate clown troupe, whom is called Laplace, the Wonder Pierrot. Best regards. Here today, under the order of the Captain Kazarium Donna. No, right now it's Kigali Inigo. One of our members that had been sent as a demon lord has gone missing, regrettably. Even so, that Kigali said she was prepared for a chance for revenge like this. Since we have a crackling grudge to y'all, please take care. Were the words he spoke. On the other hand, Leon asked him. Moderate clown troupe? I don't know it. Oh my? Well, it is a barely existing organization after all. I think you had assisted the person named Clayman, have ya already forgot? He was called Clayman, the crazy Pierrot. He was such a high-spirited chap. The person who introduced himself as Laplace answered, and gave a disgusting wink. And he grinned like he was making fun of someone and had a smile that mocked other people. However, Leon's eyes had seen through the man called Laplace as someone who you can't be careless with. He has no gaps. Although he was doing relatively useless movements, they were all connected to his next successive move. A master, they were the movements of a person who had reached the deepest level of skill, mastering all movements. Leon felt that, perhaps, he could be even more dangerous than Kigali. And, as the result of him calmly measuring the energy of the enemy, Leon confirmed that the three clowns brought by Kigali had all surpassed Demon Lord class. As for Kigali, she's above the average awakened Demon Lord. It seemed that he had been completely outwitted. The angels outside were just decoys. Leon thought that they might be pretending to be the enemy's main force. When Kigali and Co. invaded inside the city barrier, the angels outside had finished their role. In other words, this means that Kigali has absolute confidence that she can defeat Leon and his subordinates. They're really looking down on us. But, if that's the case then I ought to teach her her place once again. Leon stood up. Humph. There's no need to remember any of you. After all, you all don't have a future anymore. He announced as such. And then the fight began. From Laplace's rear, the Red Knight Fran, who had approached while suppressing her presence, released her deadly strike. A strike from Laplace's blind spot with a sword clad in flame. Fran swings her sword with full confidence that it was impossible for the enemy to evade the strike. However, surprisingly, Laplace easily evaded it without even turning around. It shouldn't be easy to perceive Fran, who had hid and completely suppressed her presence whilst using magic power interference, even if magic power perception was being used to grasp the surroundings. Whoops, that's dangerous, right? Oh right, if you leak such angry emotions, even a precious invincible spell would be ruined by that. Laplace spoke such aloof words whilst evading Fran's attack. Fran's ability has been improved greatly. The power of a Demon Duke class, the technique she had trained up until now. And then, magic. She felt it was as if she had reached the peak as a magic swordsman. In fact, it might be said that she has obtained the capability equal to the former demon lords. Yet, in front of Laplace, all of her attacks were completely seen through. It's like he is beyond her grasp. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you guys have not watched my earlier videos, then please watch them. The links are in the description. And please check out my other channel, Top Anime Sensei, for the light novel of Tensura. And don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.